Welcome back to Nick's Bricks. I'm Nick, and today we're reviewing set number 6899, Nebula Outpost from LEGO's Exploriens. Nebula Outpost takes the 4th rank in our series partometer with 146 pieces, and, like the planetary decoder, focuses on both fossil collection and astronomical observation. The first Explorien structure of our series review, Nebula Outpost includes 2 minifigures, multiple play features, an alternate telescope, and one of the most recognizable series signatures. Let's have a look at the Outpost. The Outpost is the standard Explorien structure for deployment in remote areas that require attention or study. Capable of being deployed from orbit, the Outpost covers all essential life support needs and tools related to the tasks of the Exploriens crew assigned to the station. Beginning at the top, 2 long-range crisscrossed antennas pick up signals from neighboring outposts, bases, vehicles, and ships. The deployed outposts work as relay stations, forming a network sending and receiving information across the planet's surface. The antennas pivot by use of finger hinges, positioning themselves to most effectively receive signals. The top level of the outpost is essentially a dome formed by 4 canopies in transdark blue. 2 of the canopies are stationary, offering structural support, while the opposite can pivot open using fingered hinge plates as indicated by the yellow arrow printed tiles. Another commonplace piece for LEGO at the time. Opening the canopies gives us access to the interior. Starting at the front of the dome, we see the barrel of the outpost's telescope. Smaller than the super telescope seen on the planetary decoder, the outpost telescope has a shorter range but is still a useful tool. Along with the primary scope, 2 secondary scopes are mounted to the array. The secondary scopes collect additional readings of the targeted area, the first detecting radiation levels, while the second captures the image in infrared. The whole telescope array is built on a finger hinge, allowing for vertical pivoting, and its presence turns the dome into an observatory. On the opposite side from the telescope is a long-range scanner made from the Explorien scanning tool and modified with a dish and cone. More on the Explorien scanner in our next review. Swinging around to the back, we see the control station for the telescope array. The images and data from the telescope are shown on the holographic mirrored sticker piece included in all Explorien sets. The instructions direct us to place Quint, the Explorien's astronomer, at this station. Closing the dome sections, we return to the exterior to see the first play feature of the Nebula Outpost, the rotating observatory. Built on a 4x4 turntable, the dome rotates to position the telescope, adjust the direction of the long-range scanner, or better align the antenna array. Our second play feature sees the observatory dome lifting off the rotating platform, showing it's capable of flight. I'm not a big fan of the flying dome, but I have an idea about how it's used. More on this later. With the upper level dome housing the astronomy equipment, let's descend to the lower level where the focus shifts to fossil collection. The lower level provides the structural support for the observatory and houses the tools of the trade for the Exploriens' fossil collection efforts. Beginning at the rear, clips on pivoting hinges hold handheld variations of the instruments we've seen in prior reviews. Hooper, the second included Explorien of the set, utilizes these gadgets while surveying the immediate area of the outpost for fossils. The first tool is the magnet, used to gather the scattered fossil pieces, and the second is the scanner. This time the provided trans-red and trans-dark blue pieces are 1x2x2 panels placed side by side. The panels reveal the red and blue images on both variations of the fossils included in the set. Also at Hooper's disposal is the Fossil Finder. This portable transducer uses ground-penetrating sonar to scan below the surface to reveal fossils for excavation. The finder shoots the sonar into the ground and the fossils bounce the image back. A bit more development and they won't even have to dig anymore. But where's the fun in that? When a viable sample is found with the fossil finder, the alien fossilizer is called in for extraction. The base of the outpost includes 4 4x4 inverted radar dishes, creating the lower thrusters. I mentioned earlier that the outposts are deployed from orbit. The lower section is used for this task. Once in atmosphere, the thrusters activate, slowing the outpost's descent to the surface, lessening the impact. Once landed, the thrusters act as feet, keeping the structure vertical. While the lower section would hold supplies and equipment that could endure a rougher landing, more sensitive equipment would accompany the crew in the flying observatory. The dome then gently lands on the base platform, completing the structure. Similar to the observatory, the base level includes 4 panels. 2 fold down, providing access to the interior, also indicated by the yellow arrow tiles, while the others provide support along with a centered stanchion. The most prominent inclusion of the lower level is the Exploriens Communications Monitor, another signature of the series. The Exploriens Communication Monitor is as recognizable and iconic to the theme as the fossil pieces. Included in 3 sets, the monitor provides an additional form of communication between the Exploriens stationed in different regions of the planet. Built on a 2x2 turntable with a hinge brick allowing the screen to pivot and rotate, the monitor is created using a holographic mirrored sticker similar to the astronomy hologram on a 4x4 tile with studs along one edge. These studs hold varying forms of controls. For the Nebula Outpost, 2 trans-neon green 1x1 round tiles are attached to the monitor. The details at the screen's edge show broadcasting frequency, signal strength, additional buttons, and the number 164-07. I had no luck finding the meaning behind this number, so if you know, please share in the comments. The holographic sticker shows 2 images based on the angle it's viewed from. The first shows a satellite in orbit around a planet. Weather patterns can be seen in the details of its atmosphere. The second image shows the face of Hooper, complete with the Exploriens helmet with the visor up. Seems Hooper is making a video call from a pressurized cabin. While only included in 3 sets of the series, the Exploriens Communication Monitor is another signature of the theme, not only by its use of the holographic mirrored sticker, but also in its unmistakable depiction of the Exploriens crew member in its imagery. So we have seen our first Exploriens structure, which continues the dual purpose of fossil collection and astronomical observation. With the outpost providing communication relays, the collection and sharing of data is in full swing, and hopefully a solution to restore the declining planet can be found soon. As we begin our final 3 set reviews of the series, our next review will cover the Scorpion Detector, the most unique vehicle of the Exploriens theme. Continuing the dual focus of the research party, the Scorpion Detector provides an array of tools for fossil location and excavation, as well as a new variation of the Super Telescope. Until then, this has been Nick with Nick's Bricks. Thank you for watching, and remember, build, disassemble, repeat.